Everyone is preaching consistency on social media. Be consistent on posting on social media, be consistent on doing exercise, be consistent on building your business, be consistent on building your mindset. But nobody's telling you that being consistent is damn too hard. And what works for one person might not really work for another person. For example, the way men can be consistent, women cannot be consistent in the same way, because mainly, of course, our bodies change almost every single day. So there are days when we can move mountains, and then there can be days when getting up from the bed may feel like moving a mountain. So being consistent is not just being disciplined. It's more about managing your energy, managing your emotions, managing your capacity, and managing all these things on the days when you don't feel like managing anything at all. I myself have struggled for years with consistency, and no matter how hard I try, no matter how many journals I keep, there was always a leak. There was always something that would destroy my consistency. So today I'm going to share with you the 3 simplest things that worked for me, just to share, so that maybe they can work for you, or maybe you can tweak them as per your energy, as per your capacity, as per your schedule. So the number 1 thing is you have to be your own cheerleader, because there are times when nobody will be there to support you, nobody will be there to see your effort, nobody will be there to tell you that you are doing great. So consistency is hardest when nobody is cheering for you, and you have to be your own cheerleader, you have to be your own support system. So make a habit of cheering yourself up every single day. Just one word: you are doing great, you're doing amazing, or maybe pat yourself, or maybe hug yourself. Second thing is having realistic goals. If your goals are too easy, it's very likely that you will be bored very quickly. And if your goals are very difficult, you're very likely to avoid the action. Let me give you an example. For example, if you want to be consistent on posting on social media, let's say on LinkedIn, and you say, okay, I'm going to post once a week. That's too easy. And if you say, I'm going to post every single day, that's too hard. So find a middle way, maybe start posting twice a week. Similarly, if you are starting exercise or on a fitness regime, and you say that I'm going to do 10,000 steps a day, starting with 10,000 steps a day may be a lot. So, and if you say I'm going to do 1,000 steps every day, that may be too little. So starting with 3,000 steps maybe is a good way to get. And the third and the most important thing is to make sure that the action happens. So how do you make sure that action happens when there can be days when you don't know that you will have the energy to do it or not? For example, I don't know whether I will have energy tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So here, scheduling tasks or making sure that creating a system for them is very helpful. For example, let's say you want to be consistent on social media, LinkedIn, as we discussed in this example before. So you're going to post twice a week. So instead of sitting exactly on those days to create the content, what I would do is I would sit maybe on a Sunday and write 4 posts, which will be for 2 weeks, and then schedule them. So I make sure that even if I won't be there, my action will be there. You can't schedule some things. For example, if you have pledged to exercise daily, if you have pledged to take 3,000 steps every day, you might not be able to schedule those 3,000 steps. So what you do is that being kind to yourself. It's okay if you have thought that I will be doing 3,000 steps, but you can't do 3,000 steps because you don't have energy that day, and you do 2,000 steps instead. That is even good. Remember that the days when you have even 10% of your energy and you give that 10% of the energy, it is the 100% that you give. So these are the three things. Number one is being your own cheerleader. Number two, having realistic goals, not too easy, not too difficult. And third, doing it anyway, but being kind to yourself. You can either schedule it or you can just do less from what you have planned, but while being kind. So these things have helped me significantly to improve consistency in not just in my business, but also in life. And I hope you found these tips useful. Do try them and do let me know if they are helpful or not. Thank you.